Hi, this is Austin Mulder, founder and president of PlowOps, a company dedicated to empowering the modern snowfighter. In this video, I will give a high-level overview of the PlowOps ecosystem, highlighting the key features and functionality that have enabled PlowOps to become the #1 disruptor in this industry in just a few short years. This includes route assignments and tracking, in-cab navigation, driver observation reporting, fleet communications, map themes, data analysis, and the public portal. That's a lot, so let's get started. On the screen in front of you, you can see the mobile app on one side and the central command dashboard on the other. We will play the part of both the driver and the supervisor as we walk through the demo. Let's start right off with route assignments, since they are the backbone of the system. No maintenance fleet anywhere operates without routes, which, simply put, are just a predefined set of roads that need to be cleared, often in order of priority. Drivers have traditionally been forced to navigate their routes by flipping through printed map books, in the dark, in a moving truck, in a blizzard. Back at headquarters, supervisors try to piece together a real-time picture of what's going on using constant overlapping radio chatter from dozens of different vehicles. This is the way the vast majority of public works departments still operate today. Many departments attempt to solve this visibility problem by installing standard GPS fleet trackers, but every single existing AVL on the market has severe data and process gaps because they were not designed for these scenarios. Route assignments are the first example of this. Because PlowOps gives the driver a modern touchscreen nav system, supervisors can simply select a driver, then send them a route, and it shows up on their screen for them to follow. The driver now has a clear picture of the assignment and can track their own progress, ensuring no section is missed. Supervisors can monitor the progress as well, remotely, and they can reassign drivers, they could add more drivers to a route to assist, they could change priorities, build out assignment queues so that when the driver finishes this route, the next one appears automatically for them. This modern tasking and tracking approach upends the antiquated paper and radio systems currently in use. Drivers are empowered, supervisors are much better informed, and efficiencies skyrocket. Let's suppose the driver encounters an issue while on assignment. Driver observations allow drivers to report real-time events, obstacles, or issues with the tap of a finger. No distracted drivers here. Configurable for each group or type of vehicle in your fleet, observations can be anything relevant to your operations. Clogged storm drains, construction debris, parked cars in sweeping zones, for example, for your sweeper fleet, and downed trees, abandoned vehicles, or icy spots for your CDL fleet. Or even obstacles such as speed bumps, steel plates, bridge expansion joints, and others that could be shared amongst vehicle groups. And drivers get alerted of upcoming observations via visual and audio alerts, keeping everyone in the fleet aware of the situation. Speaking of keeping everyone aware, let's take a look at messages. This feature allows supervisors to communicate with their fleets in a more transparent and reliable manner compared to radio and cell phone calls. Supervisors simply select a driver or group of drivers based on their vehicle fleet and can send them a message. Drivers are notified and can stop to read the message or have it played via text-to-speech while they drive. Supervisors can see if and when each recipient reads the message, ensuring no miscommunication. Drivers can also turn on live weather radar, live traffic, custom map layers, see other fleet vehicles on the map, and a host of other conveniences, but ultimately, the driver experience really centers around route assignments and the occasional observations being reported or messages being read. We aim to be an integral and seamless part of the driver experience. Not complicated, not a hassle, but a can't live without component, equal in need to the joystick or the steering wheel. For the supervisor, as you have seen so far, simplicity and ease of use are also critical and front of mind in our design. We love maps, and we've created several map visualizations that we call map themes that assist the supervisor in making timely and accurate decisions without running any reports or navigating complex user interfaces. This includes the GPS map, which allows you to see the raw data coming out of each vehicle. This is kind of the gold standard on where your vehicles have gone. We take this data and compare it to the base road network and create a couple other map visualizations. The first that we'll look at is the time map. The time map is exactly as it sounds. It tells you exactly how long it's been since you've touched a certain road segment. So you can see it color-coded here easily highlighting, again without any reports or complicated actions, where we've been over time. As you can see from the picture here, some neighborhoods could certainly use a little bit more attention. They've not been touched in quite some time. You can combine this with our pass count map, which counts the number of times you go down a road segment and see, have we only gone down once, indicating only a single direction has been cleared? Has it gone down more? Are there certain neighborhoods that, again, need to be readdressed? So we've just seen with a few clicks of a button how easy it is to understand everything your fleet's been doing over the last 12 hours and quickly make decisions. This data can also be filtered if you've employed our PlowOps Pro Hub and connected your plow sensors and spreader controllers. We can show you this entire map filtered based on those activities. So let's say you wanted to see a map showing everywhere you've put material down over time, or how many times you've put material down in the same place, for example. That's all achievable by using our activity filters in association with the map themes. Combine this with live weather and traffic, and you have everything you need to conduct a seamless operation. The last map we have here is the route status map. This is fantastic for tracking the progress of your assignments. So as you are creating assignments for your drivers, this map will change colors, indicating all the routes that have not yet been serviced, the ones that are currently being serviced, as well as the ones that have recently been serviced. And you have control over that last setting. So you can say, it's snowing really hard and I want that to reset every 2 hours, or it's a light snow, maybe I want that to reset every 8 hours, for example. So really useful stuff, again, quite at a glance, and very informative. Supervisors can also use the quick stats menu to keep track of other key metrics in the fleet, like material usage, blade usage, distance, time, and other key information. As with the mobile application overview, this really is just scratching the surface. However, I do want to take some time to review the public portal. Public Works departments work on behalf of the residents of their jurisdiction. They are the first responders in winter emergencies. Clear communication with the public they serve is critical, but unfortunately has been a real struggle for many. As you can imagine, it is difficult to answer angry phone calls about when a street will be plowed when you yourself, the supervisor, don't even know because your drivers are out there with paper maps and all you have is a basic fleet tracker. Or worse, just radio check-ins. With the public portal, you can show as much or as little information as you choose. This includes vehicle locations on a delay for driver safety, GPS tracks, map themes, custom map layers, narrative content, and emergency messaging. We have heard from customers that by employing the public portal and sharing via social media, they have had up to a 70% reduction in phone calls. That's a lot. For the calls that still come in, supervisors are armed with all the information they need to address the issue. PlowOps Insights have a record of every single shift ever run, every assignment ever completed, and the entire history of all your drivers and vehicles. There are tools for looking up addresses to see every time a driver has passed by, retrieval of inspection forms, and more. Well, that wraps up the demo for today. If you have any questions or would like a more detailed overview of PlowOps features, please feel free to visit plowops.com or reach out to inquiries@plowops.com. Thank you and have a great day.